out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, where you at?
Ha, yeah, I've been here rapping boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting up fights on the table. Calling that boxing since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people's champion like Muhammad Ali. Shut out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the Pikachu. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shut out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the panel. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandwich. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you can never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this a fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the string, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the string, gotta do it for the track. I ain't undisputed, yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
There we go. Happy 50th anniversary to one of the greatest fights of all time. On this day, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, the Thrilla in Manila. And I hope a few people stop in here today to see what they can remember about these two great warriors. Because I certainly remember quite a bit about them, man. 50 years ago, I was at this fight on a closed circuit theater. I think it was either the Saunders Theater in Cambridge or the Music Hall in Boston. I can't remember which one. You go to so many pay-per-view fights, and 50 years, that's a long, long time. I don't think anybody in here was probably around 50 years. But we'll let a few people slide in here. Lower that music a little bit if I can. There we go. Something nice and smooth in the background. See if we can get one or two people in here before we start this show. And my brother Wheelchair John, salute to you, my man. Thank you so much for stopping in. I see Joe will be in here, I'm sure, later. Just me and my dog, man. Can't beat that one. I was 20 years old, John. Maybe it was a little bit before my heyday, but man, it was definitely entering the prime years. And right now, for this afternoon, I got a nice clean bong here. My wife's not feeling too good today, so she's kind of out of the picture. But this is she made my breakfast, though. I got to give her a lot of credit for that. Got a nice clean bong that I made for the day here, and we are gonna smoke some White Widow. White Widow. Oh, the smell just blows my mind. This is locally grown. Let me show this to you. This is just so pretty. So pretty. Get that in there. Get a little nice camera shot of that for you. See if we can get that to focus in. There's the focus. Look at that beautiful. The beauty of the nug. But anyway, this bad boy is gonna keep me occupied while we go back in time and listen and see what we know, see what everybody knows about Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. This fight itself, it was just unparalleled. It was two warriors that met head to head in the ring. People thought Joe was past his prime. They thought it was going to be an easy defense for Ali. Turned out to be neither. Now, let me do a couple of bings over here. Hey, my brother Tim Layton, thank you so much for stopping by, bro. I figure on an afternoon here, man, some people like me, we're living high off the hog, so we don't punch that clock on a daily basis. So we can afford to take some leisurely time and have a little little boxing trivia here in the afternoon. And also for my brothers and my sisters across the pond, they like to play live, and when we do this evening stuff, it's late at night. You can't answer these questions, man. You've been following the wrong sport. I've been watching a lot of things besides boxing on YouTube, and a lot of what's going on socially is driving me crazy. The country is falling apart at the seams. Last night I watched baseball. I haven't watched baseball in years. I was a big baseball fan 7-8 years ago. I mean, all throughout my life, I love baseball. I used to live behind Fenway Park. I went to so many games I can't even count them. And on the tube, the Red Sox. I mean, the great comeback. You know, the '97 Red Sox. It was just an amazing ride to be on. But anyway, last night was Red Sox and Yankees in a wild card game, and it was the Red Sox came from behind, won the game. It was unbelievable. Low scoring, great pitching, key hitting, key base running. I mean, it really made me a fan of baseball all over again. So I'm gonna follow the series. At least the Red Sox and the Yankees. You can't beat that series. There is literal hate there for the Red Sox and the Yankees. Let me go over and see if I'm being broadcast on my other platform. I think I am. Yep, I believe I am. If anybody wants to participate on Facebook, we sent out a ton of invitations there, and we got a bunch of them here. Let's get a little altitude, and then we'll start this shit show. Oh, that went widow. Nice. Let me pull this. Hey, what happened here? I think I just went blank. Hang on a second. Connect. There we go. Here we go. We'll start this bad boy in just about 20 seconds. Uh-oh, look who's in here. That troublemaking Irishman Joe, the Jolly Green Giant himself. Him and John head to head with Ali and Frazier. This could get interesting. Joe, did you see this fight when it happened? I don't know how old you are, my brother, but if you didn't, you can enjoy. What year did Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier first fight each other? Was it 1975, 2, 1973, 3, 1971, or 4, 1969? What year was the first Ali Frazier fight? Uh-oh, the drunk Irishman too. Look out, man. We could have an international incident over here. I know they're all over at BL's getting educated before they come in here. I still haven't blown your cover yet, Carlos. So, you know, I'm not a Gabby Hayes over here. What year did Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier first fight each other? The windows closed. We've got 3 active participants in here. That's enough for YouTube, man. Who knows? People, they'll be coming and going in here, man. Everybody got this one right. 1971. Three of the best, yes. Where was the first Ali Frazier bout held? 1 was at Wembley Stadium, 2 Madison Square Garden, 3 Caesars Palace, or 4 the Astrodome. Where was the first fight held? The fight of the century, as they called it. See, that's the thing, man. I can't even talk too much. I'll be giving answers away. And with you cats, it's going to come down to the one person who gets the one wrong answer. He goes to the back of the line. And I ain't lying. Oh, this White Widow. I think he'll make a White Widow out of me. Where was the first Ali Frazier bout held? Everybody knows this one. The Garden. Timmy Layton, my brother, in here. 3 participants got this one right. Tim, if you're gonna say it, you gotta say Madison Square Garden. You gotta say it as it says it in the question. Like you have to put Madison Square Garden, comma New York, or just press number 2. Hey, my brother Andy, good to see you in here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Next question coming up in just a flash, and it is: who won the first fight between Ali and Frazier? 1, Muhammad Ali. 2, Joe Frazier. 3, it was a draw. Or 4, the fight was canceled. In this cancel culture, what happened? What was the outcome? We haven't had one wrong answer yet. And how can you really with Ali and Frazier? With cats like this playing the game. Who won it? The correct answer is Joe Frazier, number 2. I guess it's getting a little bit too easy for some of the participants in there. I don't bother playing. I don't blame you. It is almost insulting your intelligence, but there's not too many hard ones we can do with Frazier and Ali. They would either scare you away and say bullshit, or they're all so damn obvious. But this is more of a day to honor 50 years ago, the Thrilla in Manila. I'm gonna get that gorilla in Manila for the Thrilla. What was the nickname of the third? Oh God! See, every time I open my mouth, I'm giving the freaking answers away here. Hey, Odd Garfunkel, Art, salute. What was the name of the first fight? Was it the name of the third fight? Was it 1, the Thriller in Manila, 2, the Rumble in the Jungle, 3, the Clash of the Champions, or 4, the Battle of the Titans? "50 years ago today." What was the name of it? I need some power smoking right now. Same to you, Art. God bless you, my brother. The correct answer, the Battle of the Titans. No, the Thriller in Manila. Art, you're playing games over here. That's for the WWE. Me and my dogs. That's all right, bro. You didn't miss much. We got a bunch of questions. So I don't care if you're here for a good time or a long time. We're going to keep you going. Next question coming up in just a flash. What country did the Thriller in Manila take place? 1, was it the United States? 2, Thailand. 3, the Philippines. Or 4, Malaysia? Yeah, I bet a lot of non-boxing fans will probably get this one wrong. Hey, Bud Files. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. That one just hit a little altitude right there. That was, I think, it was my 4th bong. Now I was feeling it. The Philippines. And we can see the participations are getting up there, the participants. And as they do, the questions will get harder. Maybe. I don't know. Next one is coming up in a second. Excuse me for a minute here while I blow my schnoz. These dollar store Kleenexes, anything might happen. How many times did Ali and Frazier fight each other? One, did they fight twice? Two, three times? Three, four times? Or four, five times? Caracas, that's where the Frazier and Norton and Foreman fight took place. I don't know if we're going to see too many big fights in Venezuela these days. We're going to see them at the White House. Yeah. All right, man. How many times did they fight each other? Another simple one. Anybody gets these wrong, I should just block them. That would be a great thing to do. Send them to the block party. If you don't get 150 out of 50 on this test, then man, we're gonna take your card. We're gonna reject your boxing card. It's gonna be suspended. But of course, we all know 3 times. Today was the anniversary of the third. The Thrilla in Manila. 20 years old, man. What I would do again to have a couple more nights like that. But who trained Joe Frazier during his fights with Ali? 1, was it Emmanuel Stewart? 2, was it Eddie Futch? 3, was it Customato? Or 4, was it Angelo Dundee? The correct answer is what do I think of us? Very, very sad. Joe was a tough guy, man. Me and Leon Muhammad, we talked about him on here. We did a show the day that he died. Sad, sad. I mean, Joe was the last of the Mohegans. He fought everybody. Shout out to Joe Bugner. But Eddie Futch, Papa Smurf. Moving right along. At 10 questions, we'll take a quick look at the scoring. Keep it interesting and exciting. Which Ali Frazier fight is considered to be one of the greatest in boxing history? 1, the Thriller in Manila. 2, the second fight. 3, the Olympic exhibition. Or 4, the first fight. You know, some of these are almost insulting questions. But man, this is boxing trivia, and we're doing it on Ali and Frazier. There's not much that people don't know about these two after all these years, man. But which one is considered the greatest in history? Hint, it happened 50 years ago today. October 1st, 1975. And that was a great year too, man. Whew. There was no AIDS. You could get an ounce of weed for $20. I mean, it was an awesome killer time. Gasoline was like 30 cents a gallon. Oh, dude, it was nuts. It was nuts. The Thriller in Manila. What title was on the line in their first fight? 1, was it the World Boxing Association belt? 2, the WBC title only. 3, the Undisputed Heavyweight Championship. Or 4, no title. The first fight, the fight of the century. Which one was it? What belt was today? You wouldn't have enough room in these answers to write all the belts they have out there that would be on the line. In a 4-belt era with the what's this new federation that they're coming up with? The Joe Rogan's running around with, man. What the hell is the name of it? I forget everything, but I can remember more about 50 years ago at this fight and the shit that happened in it, and what was on the line, and who was there, and where I went, and what I smoked. You know what I did smoke? This Toka 2 was in the picture. 50 years ago, I bought my first Toka 2 in 1975, and I think I've had one for the majority of time since. There was a little lapse. I saw him again online. I said, whoa, I got to get me a Toka too. But the first fight, it was for the undisputed heavyweight championship. And it was the WBA and the WBC. What was Ali's professional record before facing Frazier the first time? This is a kind of a this is one you got to kind of think about quick. One, was he 32-0? Two, was he 31-0? Three, was he 29-1? Or four, was he 28-2? What was Muhammad Ali's professional record before facing Joe Frazier? $31-0. Everybody was man. That was kind of a hard one, but everybody got that one. Yep, they were both undefeated in this fight. Somebody's had to go. And let's see, what are we up to now? Next question. Two seconds, 1 second, boom. How did Joe Frazier win the first fight against Ali? One, was it a unanimous decision? Two, was it a technical knockout? Three, was it a split decision? Or four, was it a knockout? How did Joe Frazier win this first fight? That's what happens to most of the fighters out there, just me and my dogs, man. They don't start losing until later on in their careers. You know how many prospects spectacular until they face the real deal? But the correct answer to this, a unanimous decision. Number one. Nobody's got, well, I've got a few that pressed the wrong button, but basically it's been pretty much the right ones every night. I'm going to do this just a second. I'm going to change my bong water. Here again. You pause this for just a second. Take a look at the leaderboard. Everybody's Joe, Wheelchair John, just me and my dogs, Art, Garfunkel Art, the Drunk Irishman. But Joe and John, man, they're going neck and neck over here. They're going neck and neck. Let me change my bong water. I'll be right back. We'll continue. Please bear with me. There we go. Back again. You got to change the water in these suckers. I've seen people that these suckers get so black, they get as black as the stem here. And man, that defeats the whole purpose. But anyway, we'll resume this game. Click like this. Get to the next question. And what round did Joe Frazier knock down Muhammad Ali in the first fight? One, was it the 8th round? Two, the 15th round? Three, the 12th round? Or four, the 10th round? There you go, Art. I won't have to roll one up today, man. Usually I twist one up for my walk. After the game's over, I take a little stroll around. Be getting like a mile and a half or something like that. Get the legs stretched out. Give the dog a little exercise. But I usually bring a nice Corona for the walk. I'll be good and stoned. I won't need one today. What round in that? I mean, this made everybody just go whoa. And not that Ali hadn't been down before, and he always got back up. But man, there's nothing like a knockdown in boxing. It just makes everything. It makes the world stop. That's what some of these fighters they lack. And if they could, I mean, a couple of knockdowns in a fight, that really kind of makes the judges' work not quite as necessary. Well, what round was this? The 15th round, an amazing. What was the result of the second Ali and Frazier fight? I'm starting to get stoned now. What was the result of the second Ali and Frazier fight? One, was it Frazier by KO? 2, a draw. 3, Ali won a unanimous decision. Or 4, Ali won a split decision. White Widow. Locally grown, and it's kicking ass. There's something about you get that September crop in. You know that's nature's timeline, what it was supposed to be, and it just seems to have a more power to it, almost like a country boy strength. But it's strong as hell, lasts long, and yeah, man, stick with local if you can. And what's the answer to this fight? The second Ali and Frazier fight, it was for the North American Boxing Federation heavyweight title, I believe, 12 rounds in Madison Square Garden, and Ali won it by, what was the result? Number 3, Ali by a unanimous decision. When did the Thrilla in Manila take place? 1, was it September 30th, 1974? 2, October 1st, 1975. 3, March 8th, 1971. Or 4, January 22nd, 1973. This is a tough one. Let that thing a little rest. Make sure you have plenty of water. Always stay hydrated. The correct answer would be today, 50 years ago, October 1st, 1975. Still blows my mind. I'm still smoking out of the same kind of pipe. I even remember the weed I was smoking back then. No shit, man. I had this stuff called Wuhaken. My buddy Tony Taglieri from the North End, he come down, he fronted me a bunch of it. I mean, I'm a student in college. This guy's giving me pounds of weed on the arm. It was awesome stuff. Big green buds. It was new. It blew everything away in the city. But anyway, let's resume this game. What happened in the third Ali Frazier fight? Who stopped the third Ali Frazier fight? 1, was it the referee, Carlos Padilla? 2, Eddie Futch. 3, Angelo Dundee. Or 4, Ali himself. Guy cutting his grass next up. You hear that? I got my gate fixed yesterday too, man. I should show you that finally, after almost 3 months, finally got the contractor down here, fixed it. Now I gotta go chase the insurance company for the dough. But who stopped the third Ali Frazier fight? 1, no, it was not the referee. It was Eddie Futch. Joe Frazier wanted to come out of his corner. We all know that, man. I'm not gonna ramble on repetitive bullshit we all know, but Eddie Futch, man. They say he saved Frazier's life. Frazier never forgave him. Papa Smith, Eddie Futch. He stopped the fight. He wouldn't let Joe come out for the 15th round. What round ended the Thrilla in Manila? Damn, we're giving it again. No, I'm gonna close that door. Cut that noise down. Yeah, that kind of muffles it. I keep my side door open with the screen on there. But I'll tell you, man, today it's windy out there. You can see white caps in front of my house. Leaves are blowing off the trees. I think there's small craft warning out there. It's windy. You can feel it. It's cold. Wind's coming out of the north. It ain't summer anymore, sunshine. The correct answer, the 14th round. Joe and Wheelchair John got that. My brother, keep smoking that weed and hanging in there, man. You're getting a good education on a couple of the greatest heavyweights in boxing history. Keep playing the game, man. Makes it way more fun. And even if you don't get them right, you won't get them wrong next time. Which fighter said it was the closest thing to dying that I know of? The quote, the closest thing to dying that I know of. 1 was it Muhammad Ali, 2 was it Larry Holmes, 3 was it Joe Frazier, or 4 was it George Foreman? Don't worry about it, brah. You hang in on those ropes, man. Joe throws those freaking. He throws those punches behind the head, hit you with low blows. The closest thing to dying that I know of when interviewed on this fight, who was it? Legendary quote. Muhammad Ali. Everybody got this one right. Next question coming up in just a few seconds. My wife's not feeling good today. Who knows, man? But we got to be careful. We're not spring chickens, so we got to take care of ourselves. Get some food in you. Stay hydrated. No Tylenol. What was Joe Frazier's boxing nickname? 1, the greatest, 2, Smoking Joe, 3, Philly Slugger, or 4, Iron Joe? I don't know if you can hear these cats I got playing in the background. That's I play these guys all the time. George Porter Jr. Trio from New Orleans. They're always doing live stuff on YouTube from the Maple Leaf Jazz Club on Bourbon Street in New Orleans. But everybody knows what was Joe Frazier's name? Smoking Joe. Yeah. All right, next question. What was Ali's birth name? 1, was it Muhammad Abdul Ali? 2, was it Malik Shabazz? 3, was it Cassius Clay? Or 4, was it Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr.? I'm sorry, 3, Clarence Clay. I know, John. Controversial right there. I said Cassius Clay when I should have said Clarence Clay, but Oh, you hit the wrong button. I thought you thought I said Cassius Clay, and I think I kind of did, but the wrong. Hey, Cutthroat, what's happening, brother? Next question coming up in just a few seconds. Less than that, man. I'll cut right to it. How many total rounds? Joe, you're gonna have to get out your calculator for this one. How many total rounds did all three Ali Frazier fights last combined? Hey, my brother Clint, my brother Finn, salute, man. Hey, Cutthroat, don't bash Ali in here. He didn't duck the draft. He was a conscientious objector for good reasons, man. I was around during that time, so please, man, you can have your opinions. Don't say anything bad about Ali in here. I'll have to send you to Blocksville. How many total rounds did he have? Does anybody know, man? One was at 45, 241, 339, or 436. Joe, I told you, Joe had the calculator out. 41 rounds. 15 rounds, 12 rounds, and 14 rounds. 41 rounds. Next question. Who promoted the first Ali Frazier fight? One was it Tex Rickard. Two was it Jerry Perencino. Three was it Don King. Or four was it Bob Arum. Who promoted the first Ali Frazier fight? Oh, not Don. Jerry. The correct answer is number 2. Joe and John got that one. Jerry Perencino. Moving right along. What networks broadcast the first Ali Frazier fight via closed circuit TV? This was like one of their first forays into pay-per-view boxing. One was at NBC, 2 was at HBO, 3 was at CBS, or 4 was at ABC. Oh yeah, man, I got my Toka 2 fin. That's my primary weapon. Either smoke joints or my Toka 2. Or the dabs, but I broke my dab rig. I still got my electric one, but variation, man. The secret to success and happiness in life is variation. But what network? And this one will kind of blow your mind too. The correct answer is HBO. This was their first foray into fighting. HBO was in its infancy. I think it was only available in like 3 states, maybe even like 3 towns. But HBO, man, HBO showed the first Ali Frazier fight via closed circuit TV. Hey, nobody gets it right, so it doesn't change the placings. How much were both fighters paid for in the first Ali Frazier bout? 1, did they get $500,000 each? 2, did they get $3 million each? 3, did they get $2.5 million each? Or 4, did they get $1 million each? Hey, brother Thomas Hill, man. Thank you much for stopping by. Appreciate it, my bro. On the day of the Thrilla in Manila, Bruce Gass is over here with a chiller. Doing some trivia on Muhammad and Joe Frazier. How much were they paid for the Ali Frazier fight, the first fight? The correct answer, They split a $5 million purse, $2.5 million each. Wheelchair John and Art got that one. Uh-oh. We see a little bit of a movement in the close scoring here. This is like the Red Sox and the Yankees game I was watching last night. It was close, man. Coaching, running, everything. Who was the referee in the Thriller in Manila? 1 was it Richard Steele. 2 was it Mills Lane. 3 was it Carlos Padilla. Or 4 was it Arthur Mercante? 4 of the greatest referees. Which one was it? The correct answer. Oh, gotta be computed here on the scoring. The correct answer would be number 3, Carlos Padilla. Everybody got that one right. And Carlos, he was on all the time. Saturday afternoons, Carlos Padilla was he was all over the place, all over the world. The little guy got right between the giant heavyweights. He didn't care. They respected him. He'd be on his knees. He was an amazing character. Carlos Padilla. This bond will go out to Carlos Padilla. And the next question is, which fighter suffered a broken jaw in one of their bouts? 1 was it neither, 2 was it Frazier, 3 was it both of them, or 4 was it Ali? Oh yeah, Cooney versus Holmes. Cooney was tough as hell, man. Dirty as hell too. But he was nailing Larry Holmes. He was outboxing Holmes with his jab. Great fight to watch, man. Jerry Cooney's greatest and worst night all combined into one. But which fighter suffered a broken jaw in one of their bouts? The correct answer. Neither. Joe got that one right. Ali suffered that broken jaw in the Ken Norton fight. That was a little bit of rope-a-dope, Joe. Not too much of one, but didn't get you, though. Oh, Cooney and Foreman. What a face plant Jerry Cooney does in that fight, man. George just shows that right hand. When it's time to go to sleep, Georgie's right there. Boom, boom, bang. No doubt it. Which Ali Frazier fight had the highest attendance? 1 was at the Thriller in Manila. 2, they were all equal. 3 was at the second fight. 4 was at the first fight. And remember, the first and the second were held in Madison Square Garden. Seating is limited in the Madison Square Garden to what, 20,000, around that number. So the Thriller in Manila, I don't know, man. That was at a outdoor arena. Soccer stadium. People were passing out. People had to. It was like my buddy Leon Mohammed. He told me he had to change his fucking clothes. It was so bad. But the correct answer, the Thriller in Manila. And it looks like my man just being my dogs. All of a sudden, ba-boom. Yeah, everything's fixed around here, man. Hey, you know me, I would never take a bribe in this unless you tell me exactly how much we're dealing with. Who scored the only knockdown in the Ali Frazier trilogy? 1, there were none. 2, Frazier in the first fight. 3, Ali in the third fight. Or 4, Ali in the second fight. Oh, dude, it's chilly over here too, man. For a freaking what is the temperature out there for October 1st? I guess it's probably what it should be. Just take a quick look. 62. That's pretty damn cold. We don't turn the heat on in here till it starts to snow. But the correct answer is Frazier in the first fight. Everybody got this one right. Salute. Down goes Frazier. Yes, man, that was the legendary George Foreman fight. Kind of right after the first fight, but Joe did have a defense. In fact, we're gonna be. I think that's one of the questions I got in here for you. As we're closing down in this ever exciting neck and neck game here, we're not even gonna look at the score till the game's over. What was unique about the second Ali Frazier fight? One, it only went 10 rounds. Two, there were no world titles at stake. Three, it was held outdoors. Or four, it ended in a draw. I don't know what 16 Celsius is, dude. Hey, is that you, Chris? Are you me and my dog? I was thinking that's probably you, but I didn't want to blow your cover. I didn't want to dox you. But what was unique about the second fight? And it's funny. See, you get these questions. I get them out of AI, but I got to go back because I'd say about 20% are wrong. AI gets them wrong. I have to go back and make them right. It's incredible. You can't trust AI. So if they're wrong on 20% of boxing questions, and they want to use that to run armies and to control fucking shit going on around the world, and you're looking at a 20% failure rate. I don't know, man. But what was the unique about the second Ali Frazier fight? No titles on the line. Who landed more punches in the Thriller in Manila, according to CompuBox? One, stats were not recorded. Two, Joe Frazier. Three, it was equal. Or four, Ali. CompuBox, the Thriller in Manila. Who landed the most punches? I'll tell you, it's a scary thing, Thomas Hill, man. I use it once in a while, but it's just too bizarre. It knows me better than some of my close friends. The early days of CompuBox. Who landed more punches in this fight? No, Joe. This was I go check these, make sure they're right. Hey, my bro, straight to the point. Salute, man. Good to see you, my homie. And who landed the most punches in this? The fight that neither one of these guys were the same after that. They should have just both retired. They never do. But the correct answer on this one is Muhammad Ali landed more punches. And you watch the fight and you say, wow, look at all the punches. But Ali, quick lightning, Joe Frazier, whoop, 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 whoop. Those split seconds make a big difference. Which of these three fights is considered the most brutal? Didn't I already ask you this question? One was at the Thriller in Manila, two was at the second, three the first, or all equally brutal? It's weird. I wasn't even thinking about this, and as we're speaking, boom, it goes right to the freaking question that we're talking about. Which of these three fights is considered the most brutal? Like I could say, which of these three strains I got in my tray are considered the most brutal? Same thing, man. It all depends on what she's looking for. But in this case, 50 years ago today, one of the greatest fights you'll ever see in your life, man. If you've never seen it, just go take an hour out of your day, go put it on YouTube and watch the fucking thing, and you just say, wow, wow. No wonder Bruce Gass is so nuts. He grew up watching fights like this. And man, if you can slip back in time, it's mind blowing. But the Thriller in Manila, considered one of the most brutal fights of all time, and in outrageous 100-degree plus heat. What fighter fought George Foreman after fighting Joe Frazier? Which boxer fought George Foreman after fighting Joe Frazier? 1, neither. 2, Muhammad Ali. 3, Joe Frazier. Or 4, both. This one got by me because I still don't get it. Which boxer fought George Foreman after fighting Frazier? Ali, right? I would say 2. Yeah, 2, man. Look at everybody all over the place with this one. You read it, and it's not that difficult. But see, our minds are all racing for playing this game, smoking on that fucking shit you guys are puffing out there and hitting that Irish whiskey. But the simplest question of the whole freaking thing, and nobody gets it right. Except my dog and my dog, the two guys who don't get the brushes right, got it right. So, look at this. What was Frazier's condition after the Thrilla in Manila? 1, partially blind in one eye. 2, concussion. 3, broken ribs. Or 4, broken jaw. What did Joe leave this fight with? You go watch some documentaries on Joe in his latter years, man. Bring a tear to your eye the way that this poor guy left life, man. No money. Hey, Dublin, Ireland, we got another Irishman in here. Luke. Salute, bro. I haven't seen you here before, man. Everybody in here gets a wrench. Make sure you sub to the channel. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Thank you for stopping by. What did Joe Frazier leave this fight with? Sad. He was already partially blind, but I think this one made him totally blind. Everybody got this one right. Next question. In just a few seconds, just enough time for me to do a quick poke. How long did the Thrilla in Manila last in minutes? Okay, Joe, here you go, man. Get your thinking cap on. 1, was it 60 minutes? 2, 50 minutes? 3, 42 minutes? Or 4, 36 minutes? Not counting the 1 minute ring break. "42 minutes. Joe was the first one on there. Just me and a dog, wheelchair John. But see, you get towards the end, you're running out of questions, man. You gotta really think hard. What was the estimated global audience for the first Ali Frazier fight? 1, was it 500 million? 2, 300 million? 3, 100 million? Or 4, 1 billion? The estimated global audience for the first Ali Frazier fight. Take a guess. The estimated global audience. The correct answer. See, this isn't one that's like readily known. The correct answer is 300 million people watch this fight. An estimate, you can Google it. That's how we all get our answers today. And it'll tell you, it remembers better than we do. But anyway, 300 million people. It was an event. It was more than a fight. It was an event. As we're skating through here, going like blazes as we are. Rounding it out, we're on what? Question 35. Which artist painted the official poster for the Thriller in Manila? One, was it Norman Rockwell? Two, was it Leroy Neiman? Three, was it John Miguel Basquiat? Or four, was it Andy Warhol? Which artist painted the official poster for the Thriller in Manila? This guy did a lot of them, man, too. He was back in the 70s, the 80s. He was the main man for your ring posters. He did them right at ringside, too. He'd sit there, put out a dozen of them during the fight. Amazing individual. Excuse me. Something stuck in my throat. The correct answer, Leroy Neiman. Joe and Art, the first two cats on there, Wheelchair John and Luke, moving right in. Next question. Which fight was featured in a Time magazine cover story? One, was it the third fight? Two, the second fight? Three, none of them? Or four, the first fight? In Time magazine, back in the day, before the internet, Time and Life, they were the two things that you got your news from. That was like every week. And you had to wait a week to get your news too, but Time magazine and Life magazine, that was the 1-2 punch. Everybody got them. If you didn't get them, you pick one up somewhere and read it. But every week they came out, and that was, they spoke a lot on this fight and which one had the cover story above everything else in the whole world. I mean, this was the biggest event in the world. And was it the third fight, the second fight? None of them on the first fight. The correct answer, the first fight. Because, see, this fight, people don't understand like the political climate. You think right now there's hatred. Well, I think it's even worse right now. But back then it was kind of like there was Vietnam War, and there was a major love it or leave it in this country. There was billy clubs in the street, protest marches all the time. It was a crazy, crazy time. Almost like it is now. But Time magazine, that was the number one source of news. So weird. You'd be sitting here in the afternoon if you weren't going out somewhere. No internet to dig on Time magazine to see what went on last week. That's how bad things were. That's how we were informed. But we survived. I'd do it again. What phrase did Ali use to taunt Joe Frazier? One, was it Uncle Tom? Two, was it coward? Three, was it chicken? Or four, was it bum? He called him the gorilla, but what else did he call him? And Joe never got over those. Ali did it to sell the fight. Joe was hurt by it, man. It was, Joe couldn't get over it. Uncle Tom, he didn't understand it. Ali was the bad guy, but like I said, man, he did this to sell fights. And in the end, he put his hand out, and there's a bunch of stories. I saw one story where they were hand in hand, almost crying. It was towards the end, man. But a lot of people didn't see that one. I think it was on one of those Champions Forever. There was Frazier, Foreman, Holmes, and Ali. But what was Frazier's reaction to Ali's lighting the Olympic torch in 1996? This is one. He said he should have pushed him into the flame. Two, he ignored it. Three, he cried. Or four, he cheered. The famous lighting of the flame. What did Joe say about that? Yeah, and Joe even said, because he's a Christian, he had to forgive Ali, but it was hard for him to do, man. It was hard. I saw so many instances where they got in each other's faces. Joe just took it so serious. But in the end, he did forgive him. But this lighting of the torch, man, if you ever saw that, Ollie was shaking, man. It was so touching. 1996. I had a restaurant. We're watching in a TV in the kitchen. And man, it was on a Friday night. Closing ceremonies. Oh, it was an opening ceremony. I don't even remember. Which film features real footage of Ali Frazier fights? 1, is it When We Were Kings? 2, is it Rocky? 3, is it Cinderella Man? Or 4, is it Ali? Which film features real footage from Ali Frazier fights? Soon, my dog's over here. He's ready to go for his walk. In a little bit. We're on the home stretch over here, boy. They don't have on this program, I don't have the ability to put the cameras on like on the other one. Like StreamYard, you can split your screen and put other cameras on. This one is different, but anyway. The correct answer, When We Were Kings. Awesome movie. If you haven't checked that one out, go and check that out on YouTube too, man. It's a great movie. Now we are in the home stretch over here. How many judges scored the first fight for Joe Frazier? 1, 2 of them, 2, 1 of them, 3, none of them, or 4, all 3 of them? How many judges scored the first fight for Smokin' Joe? We said it was a unanimous decision, so it should be. This stuff here, man, this is definitely it's got the sativa and it's a hybrid, no doubt about that. Strong as hell, man, I'll tell you. I wish I had the smarts in my head to grow stuff like that in the backyard. But the correct answer, all 3, like we said, a unanimous decision. Joe and John got that one right. Which venue hosted 2 out of the 3 Ali Frazier fights? 1, Yankee Stadium, 2, Staples Center, 3, Madison Square Garden, or 4, Caesar's Palace? Nah, I never have any luck. I've been trying it for years. I got a brown thumb. But which venue hosted the 2 of the 3 Ali Frazier fights? What are you doing? Making a crazy noise like he's eating something and throwing up or some shit, but he's just licking his nuts. Madison Square Garden. Everybody got this one right. Moving on to the next question. What illness did Ali suffer from later in life? 1, was it Parkinson's disease? 2, was it multiple sclerosis? 3, was it Alzheimer's? Or 4, was it ALS? Driving me nuts with that noise. He's not licking his balls, he's licking the floor. I don't know what that is, but it's just that goes right through me. But another one, everyone should get this one right. I'm seeing all the correct answers in there. The correct answer, Parkinson's disease. I had a friend of mine who died from that. Probably know a bunch of people who do too, but can't really think right now. 100% correct answer on that one. What was the main criticism of Ali's tactics in the second fight? 2, was it rabbit punching? 3, was it low blows? 4, was it headbutting? Or 3, headbutting? Or 4, excessive clinching? Knock it off. Barely. All of the above. Ali was never really he was never a headbutter, but excessive clinching and rabbit punching, but more excessive clinching. Joe, once again, I think Joe's probably going to have 100% on this one. What was Ali's weight during the Thrilla in Manila? 1, was he 230? 2, was he 224? 3, was he 218? Or 4, was he 210? Ali's weight. See, you gotta run to that. Look at one of his posters, or go to the box rec or something. 224 pounds. Joe was on that one, and Wheelchair John. Man, these two guys, they're like Ali Frazier in this game. What was Frazier's weight during the Thriller in Manila? We got Ali's. Now, what did Smoking Joe weigh? 1, was he 220? 2, was he 215? 3, was he 212? Or 4, was he 205? What did Smoking Joe tip those scales at? £215. Joe got another jab in there. Hey, Max Smith, my brother, salute. Hope you're feeling okay today, man. Ali and Joe Frazier, 50th anniversary of Rumble in the Jungle. Next question, 46 coming up. What documentary focuses on interviewing fighters in the present who fought Ali in the past? This is a good movie too, man. If you haven't seen this one. 1, is it The Trials of Muhammad Ali? 2, is it Float Like a Butterfly? 3, is it Facing Ali? Or 4, is it Ali and Cavett? This is a cool documentary, man. It goes back and all the fighters that he fought. You know, Buster Mathis and the ones that are alive, Chevalo. I mean, it's just it's mind blowing. What was it called? Was it The Trials of Ali, Float Like a Butterfly, Facing Ali, or Ali and Cravat? Facing Ali. 100% got that one right. Moving right along. Hey, LT, my bro. Salute, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, bro. Which fight between them lasted the shortest number of rounds? 1, was it the second fight? 2, was it the third fight? 3, the first fight? Or 4, all went full rounds? I don't know what that means, but which fight lasted the shortest number of rounds? First, second, or third? Windows closed. The correct answer is fight number 2. Scheduled for 12 rounds. The other 2 were scheduled for 15. The only one that stopped was the 14th. But anyway, the correct answer. Joe, once again, first guy on that button. Moving right along. What was the final scorecard margin in their second fight? 1 was a split decision, 2 a majority decision, 3 a draw, or 4 Ali won unanimously. Fight number 2. What was the margin on their scorecard? Was it a split decision, a majority decision, a draw, or Ali with a unanimous decision?
I'd like to be a writer, a singer or a fighter. Anything I could do to get my name off in life.
And this is, man, we are buzzing right down to the end. Perfect time for me. I can get a stroll in here. Ali won unanimously. Joe, like Ali tonight. Who was Joe Frazier's last successful title defense against? 1 was it Ron Stander, 2 was it Muhammad Ali, 3 was it Joe Bugner, or 4 was it Floyd Cummings? His last successful title defense. The correct answer, Ron Stander. Joe knows. Joe couldn't even tell you who he beat, who he upset to get the fight. And the final question is, where is Joe Frazier buried? 1, is he buried in Potter's Field? 2, in Ivy Hill Cemetery in Philadelphia? 3, he was cremated and his ashes scattered in Philadelphia? Or 4, Arlington National Cemetery? Where is Joe buried? The correct answer is Ivy Hill Cemetery in Philadelphia. Joe and John got that one. And that is the end of the game. Let's see who won this, man. This was like Frazier and Ali going. This is like the first fight going to the scorecards. This might be disputed. This might be a majority decision. Let's check it out. Joe with 45 out of 50 correct, and John just 5 behind him. Just me and my dogs in third place with 20%. Art Garfunkel got himself 29 points rather, but 28 and 29. Luke, thank you for coming in tonight, man. First time here with 12. Thomas Hill with 7. The Drunk Irishman, you just stuck around for a little bit, but hey, man, sometimes you're here for a long time or a good time, whatever it may be. I appreciate the view, man, on a Wednesday afternoon. Nothing to do. We got the anniversary of one of the greatest fights of all time, man. The classic, the legendary, the Thrilla in Manila. If you haven't seen it, go see it. This is an unbelievable fight. Everybody that came in here, man, I appreciate you in here. Any questions that you might have from trivia questions, you just type them down below. I will look at them and I can put together trivia questions to keep us all keep our brains titillated. And this is Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Thank you much for being here, man.